Hey YouTube, Josue with Cologne Addict back with another fragrance review. Today I'm going to be bringing you a quick review slash first impressions of Tom Ford Tabacco Vanille. Obviously I don't have a full bottle of Tabacco Vanille, I have a 3 ml decant. My niche collection is not as large as I would like it. I have a ton of designer colognes. So I've been recently ordering a ton of samples of niche colognes and just trying to make up a list of full bottles that I want to purchase in the near future. So that's why I got this one, and I'm going to be doing a quick review slash first impressions of Tom Ford Tabacco Vanille. So the cologne itself was released in 2007. It's part of Tom Ford's private blend. The notes on this cologne are tobacco leaf, spices, tonka bean, tobacco flower, vanilla, cocoa, dry fruit accords, and woods. To me, the best way for me to explain this cologne, I don't know if any of you have, but for me, I was born in Puerto Rico, and in Puerto Rico there's a lot of tobacco farms. And if you've ever been to a cigar factory or like a one of those mom and pop type cigar factories, or one of the, just a drying room, I guess that's what they call it. When you walk in there, they have tobacco leaves hanging everywhere, from almost like on these little ropes, and they're kind of just drying out the leaves as part of the process to make cigars. To me, when I first spray this on my hand, I get an initial blast of fresh tobacco leaves. The smell was so close and reminded me so much of when I walked into those rooms when I was younger and seeing all those tobacco leaves. It literally was a very close, very natural smelling. There was no syntheticness about it. It was just, it felt like I was walking into that room like right then and there. So the tobacco, it was a very natural tobacco leaf smell, and it was very prominent. That's like when I first sprayed it, all I got was the tobacco leaf. As the cologne started to dry down, I definitely started to get the nice sweetness from the vanilla starting to come up, and further into the dry down, you got a little bit of the spiciness, and I felt like I did pick up some of those dry fruit accords. If I had to compare it to something, I'd say maybe like raisins, when they dry up fruits and they sell them in one of those bags. The closest smell I could think of was raisins. But it's not like you can't smell a ton of raisins up in the foreground. It's a slight, you can kind of pick it up slightly in the background. But to me, prominent notes, just like the name of the title, is that tobacco and the vanilla. It's a very smooth, fresh tobacco leaf smell, with the sweetness of the vanilla. Almost smell like you can pick up a little bit of cinnamon in the background, even though cinnamon's not in the notes. With, to me, a little bit of that raisin smell in the background. But from beginning to end, your main two players, it's a dead giveaway from the title, is that tobacco vanilla smell. It's very well blended. It's definitely a sexy, more mature scent, I would say. This definitely wouldn't be something that like a high schooler is gonna want to wear or anything like that. If I had to give this an age range, I would say probably 30 and up. I wouldn't say it's an everyday like going to work scent, even though some people could pull this off, as it's not like an overbearing cologne. Backtrack to the performance and everything. When I spray it on my skin, I get maybe 2 to 3 hours of decent projection. It's not like a room filler, but you're gonna have a nice strong 3 or 4 feet scent bubble around you for a good 2 to 3 hours, and then it becomes a really good skin scent for like another solid 8 to 9 hours. I mean, it's not projecting, but you're definitely gonna smell it on yourself for easily up to 12 hours. So I mean, it's got great longevity. It just like I said, it's just more of a quieter scent. It's not a room filler, but it's not a big deal. That's why I say this is a great date night scent. I mean, if you're gonna be in close quarters with a date, you're holding hands or whatever, you know, she's definitely gonna smell it on you all night. And you know, just going out in general, hanging out with friends, anywhere you're gonna be kind of talking around a group of people gonna be, you know, just a few feet away from you, everyone's definitely gonna pick this up. And I had a few people smell it, and some people didn't like that straight tobacco opening, but once that vanilla and those background notes started to pop forward, I didn't have a single person that said anything negative about the cologne. It's so well blended, it's sweet, a little spicy, and it feels so I wouldn't say earthy, but the tobacco leaf smells so natural. I mean, it's just a great overall scent. Obviously it is a niche and it's part of the private blend line for Tom Ford, but for me, it's definitely one that I'm gonna have on my list to pick up a full bottle of soon, in the near future, within the next year or so. In the meantime, I may just end up picking me like a 30 ml decant of it, because it is a little higher up there on the price range. But to me, out of all the, I mean, I've probably gotten about 30 samples so far, and there are a lot that I like and a lot that I don't like as far as niche colognes, and this is my first niche cologne that's going to be on my list to buy a bottle of. And not sure if you can see there, but that's Tom Ford Tabacco Vanille, and that was my quick review / first impressions.